and welcome back everybody to another round of Dead by Daylight, playing a killer round as a doctor this time. For those of you who are not familiar with my doctor loadout, it's going to be this, Overcharge. I'm going to damage a generator. They're going to have a little bit of a difficult skill check. If they miss it, a little bit extra regression. Distressing, which is going to increase my terror radius by 26% to go with Unnerving Presence, which will trigger more skill checks and really reduce those zones. Nurse's Calling to basically help me find people I've injured. Order, which is going to give them illusionary pallets, and Discipline, which is going to cause illusionary red stains and make them think that I am behind them even when I'm not. In a chase. Those are both really good add-ons. I like playing with the King in this particular build. The King add-on basically gives you all of the Doctor's extra abilities and add-ons all in one piece, and it's the best add-on you can have for him. I have one of them. I'm trying to wait until I can get a few more to play them. But in the meantime, these are the two add-ons I like using with the Doctor more than anything. That illusionary red stain, and if you have survivors who are not checking behind them, they're going to hear that terror radius, think I'm chasing them even when I peel off and go do something else. And the broken pallet one is very good. I've caught many a person headed for a pallet that didn't exist, preparing to drop it on me as I'm moving towards them to stun me, and then they're just there for the down. But we'll see how this round goes. We've had a mixed bag today. We played against some teams, some organized teams and some disorganized teams, and we've had varying amounts of success. The Doctor is probably the killer I'm the most familiar with and like playing the most, and we're on his home turf. Not really sure how I feel about this. Lery's is not a map I generally like, mainly because it's a map that's, well, it's a map that's difficult sometimes for me to navigate around, as I just run into a wall to prove a point. We already know they're over here. Oh, well, there's somebody. Hi. How you doing, Fang? If we can get a nice, quick early down, that'd be nice. Oh, I was going to say we already lost her, but now we found her again. Alright, we'll break that. Feng is leading us on a nice, merry little chase here, which I really need to end as soon as possible. This is taking far too long. There we go. Alright. That took entirely too long. Now the next question is, can I find a hook without having to meander too far? Well, I will. Alright, we got Fang on a hook. Well, we know there's immediately somebody here. Yeah, that pallet's not real there. Other Fang. That pallet's kind of a fake thing. Please tell me you're not going to pull her off the hook right there. Well, not really sure why that other Fang dropped the pallet. Where'd you crawl to here? Not really sure why that Fang dropped that pallet. I'm gonna take the free hit if you're gonna let me do it. I'll take the... Are you really? Why are you doing this? Why are you farming her right in front of me? That's such a terrible idea. And we're all here together. Why? What are you people doing? Oh, this is madness. Literally, this is madness. What are you people doing? All right, we know you're there. We also know that you're there. Oh. I mean, we already know they farm Fang essentially already here. All right, we're gonna drop you here. on, drop the pallet fang. Really, not really going to give you much of an opportunity to get away. And again, I'm not really sure what's going on here. Other than this is really turning into about as good an early start as I could have hoped for. See, the problem is I'm not going to be able to get this fang to a hook in time. A little bit of a delay was enough, so you know what? We're going to let fang off right here. We know they're over here. They just pulled this fang off the hook. Well, the question is, where'd they go to heal? How about right there? And the pursuit. Yep, that pallet's not real, Steve. Well, like I said, everybody seems to be in this vicinity. All right, let's find out where everybody's at. We left that other fang down, and to be honest, at this point, we're not going to find them unless we accidentally come across them. Yep. Well, where is there a hook for me? Guess we're going to go to this one right over here. Feel like we've already... Come on. Let's get... come on. I mean, this is all my fault, granted, but I just hate... I hate this map. You see things... Like, I can see the hook there, and yet I can't get to the hook. I can get to it, but it's hard to find these hooks. It shows them in certain locations. I thought that one was on the corner, and obviously it wasn't. And we know we got people hanging out over here. There's somebody headed this way. Yep, that's the fang we found earlier. They've gotten a couple generators done. This time we're not gonna lose sight of you. Oh, you know what? We knew that was gonna happen too. Well, we didn't know that was gonna happen. I'm not sure what fang was doing there. What we are gonna do, this pallet's annoying me, so we're gonna break that. Well, I don't know what you're doing either. You're not gonna go pull that poor girl off the hook. Why would you do that? Why? Why? What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, you just farmed her for points there. You knew I was in the area. And now it's your turn to go down on the hook. I'm not really sure what's going on here. I mean, you clearly know I'm here. You clearly know I'm in the area. And you're just basically, I mean, you've got to let me get out of range if you're going to do a rescue. If you don't let me get out of range to do a rescue, then that's what's going to happen. It's funny, I haven't even really kicked generators this match. I haven't needed to. They've been pretty much where I was going to be at all times. I drop this pallet, they are going to have no pallets left here shortly. Let's find out where some people are, shall we? All right, we got somebody back here. Really? You're outside? That's not going to do you any good. Drop the pallet. I said there are no pallets left in this map. Well, except maybe that one. I hear Steve screaming in the background. He's not going to really be getting anything done at this point. Oh, in the locker. Nice, nice head on there. Oh, and another pallet bites the dust. We've got one person in a chase. We've got another person. I'm not sure what they're doing. I assume they're working on a generator. Well, I will say they're going to get a lot of pallet stun points, but there's not going to be much in the line of pallets left on this map. They're going to be illusionary. Yep, there goes another pallet. Oh, she's waiting again. Oh, waving me on, huh? Come on. Come on, drop the pallet. Yep. Yep. You've been doing a lot of that, but you know what? You're running out of pallets there, Fang. You're running out of pallets there, Fang. Running out of pallets there, Fang. And fortunately for you, Steve is not really finishing generators. Oh, drop the pallet up here, Fang. Yeah, that pallet wasn't real because you guys have basically used all of the pallets on the map. All right, we're just gonna, well, we're gonna try to go straight ahead to that hook. I think we can make it. Oh, you are doing a lot of wiggling there. Hey, you know what? If that was a real pallet still and it was down, I'd have some trouble. But instead, you're dead. So the question is, are we going to be able to find the hatch before Steve does or before we can find Steve? Well, Steve was not within range of that static blast. Not sure where Steve would be hiding. I presume he was in a locker there when he saw Feng. All right. Again, this is another one of those. I can hear it. Hi. All right. Now it's just going to be a question of which exit. Oh, how about this exit there? And well, you know, the problem is Feng didn't really leave you too many places to go to. Unfortunately, there is an exit here. We're gonna go ahead and hang you by it so you can see it. And that's going to be it. That was a very good match for us. They never really got any generator progress done. They were kind of I don't want to say farming each other for points. It may just be inexperienced. I guess I'll take a look when we see the rank of our survivors here. But they were pulling people off pretty much in the immediate vicinity of me, and they were trading 1-for-1 on hooks, but nothing was getting done. No generators were being accomplished. Normally in a game as the doctor, I find myself having to kick a lot of generators and do a lot of damage. to slow things down and to keep the game from being a disaster. But in this case, they weren't even getting generators done at that point. So I'll definitely take a match like this, and that's a little bit surprising. A level 4 and a level 8 player. Those were the two that lasted to the very end. I mean, they had two teammates that were very inexperienced, and it's hard to tell. That was one of the fangs. That was two of the fangs. I think we only had two fangs. I'd have to go back and look and see what was in the lobby when this match started, but there were two fangs that definitely were pulling each other off the hook right when I was there, and we're basically trading 1 for 1. That's a rank 16 and 19 player, I'm guessing, and that's just really bad. You have to make a rescue, and when I played Survivor, I've certainly made some rescues before that weren't safe rescues at all. Mistakes on my part, but that's a mistake. If you're pulling down somebody literally with the killer within your terror radius right there, at best you're trading 1 for 1, and you really only do that in the case of somebody being on their death hook and ready to go. Or maybe sometimes if someone's headed into struggle, you might want to trade 1 for 1, because once they get into struggle, they're essentially losing a life state anyway. But that made that game very easy. It was just a case of whack-a-mole with the fangs early on, and once I was able to cut it down to only 2 people left on the map and 3 generators, they just weren't going to get that done. Not quite the usual round I have as a doctor, but it ends in a 4K, and I'll absolutely take it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe, and keep checking back with us on the channel as we're uploading Dead by Daylight videos, both killer and survivor rounds, on a daily basis. And in the meantime, thanks again for watching, and I hope everyone has a wonderful day.